Here's the bottom.
I'm gonna christen him, like kind of like, you know, very biblical. Okay. All right. Open your eyes good. Now, don't mess around with this. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Aaron has
Something to pour into Bradley's eyeballs.
All right, chat. We got original Anger Bar buffalo sauce. This is pretty Western New York, obviously. If I get up to, how many viewers do we need to do this? We need to get this up though. Like guys, if we want to throw hot sauce in Brad's eyes live, like we're gonna need some viewers here. So I want 15 million. We're at 8 million right now, guys.
Yeah,
okay, we're at 8 million. We need 15 million. I'm gonna hold to it. We're at 8 million right now. If you guys get it up to 15 million, you guys share the page, you get people in on this. I'm gonna somehow spray this in Brad's eyes, probably with a paintbrush. Honestly.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Like this is gonna be real art. Like art on a level that most people really haven't experienced. You know what I mean? And then you get to like the good music community, and they're like, "This isn't good."
Yeah, we get the good people like, "Oh,
You
this
get to
is
the
shit."
polka community, and they're like, "This shit slaps."
Are you allowed to say the polka community?
No, can we say swear?
Are we allowed to check? Can we get a check on that? Are we allowed to say polka community? All right, but you know the viewers really want this thing. All right, so we want this to be really good. So I got this brush. I don't know if anybody is this cool? Is this gonna?
Is it pretty cool?
A little bit of paint too. I mean, you signed up for this, dude. And they've got 20 million. Not only did they get 15 million, but they got 20 million. This is for you.
You got it.
This would be fucking crazy. Cheers the bottom.
I'm gonna christen him, like kind of like, you know, very biblical here. Cheers to that.
This is a very ceremonial effort.
All right. Sorry, Brad, that you were so popular that this has a little bit more, right, guys? All right, here we go. You dip it in there.
Look at how much hot sauce are we getting on here? Ready?
Is it good, fam? I don't want to get into my computers. Okay. All right. Open your eyes good. Now, don't mess around with this. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Ah! Fuck! Ah! Fuck! Dude. Ah! Fuck! Dude. God damn, dude. Holy shit, you sopped that right in his face.
20 million people viewing this, dude. Dude, are you okay? I got water. You got water?
I'm gone.
Wow, fam. That was totally.
He's gone. He's out. He's out.
Totally
Fix your damn
incredible.
eyeballs. You got it out of your face. Show the camera, dude.
Let me finish some of this spot. Yes, you can. Dude, we didn't get the poem again.
No.
This is the best broadcast ever. We're back. We're gonna come back and Ben's gonna do a song. Ben, what song are you gonna do for us?
Oh.
With the sound on. We're gonna do a song with
With song with the sound on.
We're gonna do a song with the sound on
That makes
next.
it more of an important choice.
Yeah.
I'll do something from my upcoming, my new record coming out soon.
Okay. New record coming out soon. Alright, we're gonna be right back. But then Ben's gonna tune up the guitar. My biggest mistake. Alright, Ben, what do you got for us here?
Alright, it's go time. No, please. I could sing a song about drinking, Jenny.
Local guys
I'll do
here.
that next. The song's called Many States. My new record is also called Many States.
Alright, I love it, I love it.
Cold front coming in faster than an old truck, coming in harder than some old luck. I wondered where that was. Dark green took a red eye on the jet stream. Gonna be a star upon the small screen, Andy. I'm getting smaller all the time. So turn it up, turn it low, so we come and go. Mountains moved my mind many states ago. Eastward, here I dreamed I was a great bird. All I needed was a warm breeze to change me. Everything was fine. And square eyes had some trouble on the straight line. Are you gonna be the one to watch me, Andy? I'm getting smaller all the time. So turn it up, turn it low, so we come and go. Mountains moved my mind many states, and cold front coming in faster than an old truck.
Yeah! Thanks, chat. Give him a round of applause. That was so cool. I love it. Very dramatic ending playing too. I love that.
Thank you.
I love that. Very awesome.
There's a very orchestrated version of that on the record with horns and drums and all sorts of instruments
Horns
and
and drums.
big spacey interlude in the middle that I don't do by myself.
You didn't do the 10-minute space interlude on that one?
No, not so much. It's nice to be able to do it both ways, though.
Maybe we should do like a space interlude, like record something, and then we do our poem on it.
Space
or something.
interlude.
Maybe we should do something like that. Seeing that, like, our chat missed it twice, the entire reading.
Do you want to hear a song about drinking Genesee beer?
I absolutely want to hear a song about Genesee beer. Chat, what do you guys think? Song about Genesee beer. Genesee beer. That's a bit of a talk. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this, chat. Song about Genesee beer. I'll toast to that too.
So this is a song I wrote with a friend of mine named Nate Thayer. We're in a band called Jenny Christ, and this song is also called
Christ.
Jenny Christ.
I love it. Do it
I
up.
can't remember what key this is in. I might not remember how to play this song. There it is. When I woke up this morning, I was nowhere near my bed. My breath was thick and heavy, my senses all but dead. Well, I feared my life had left me. I was scared to see my face, see some poor old worn out stranger had come to take my place. Jenny Christ, you make me feel so good, but I don't feel nice. Jenny Christ, always come back and I never think twice. Oh my Lord and imbiber, can you spare a dime for me? And if you've got a fiver, I'll forever let you be. Oh, this soul needs some saving, sweet salvation in a can. Every sip brings me closer, but it makes me less a man. Jenny Christ, you make me feel so good, but it don't feel nice. Jenny Christ, always come back and I never think twice.
Woo!
That's about how that goes.
That was beautiful, man. Really groovy and so natural and folky with you, Ben. I love it. I love all your writing. I love your poetry and all you're able to accomplish.
Thank you. I like being here. I like talking about it.
yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure there's just so much to talk about too. You're a teacher also.
Mm-hmm.
So you do some teaching.
I do. I'm an educator. I'm not a
educator.
classroom teacher, but yeah, I work with kids.
Okay. English and.
So right now I am a therapist
Mm-hmm.
at an elementary school, a K-8 school here in Rochester.
Yeah.
Doing like crisis intervention and like one-on-one meetings, but also some sort of preventative like programming, what we call Tier 1 education, which is like social emotional support.
Right.
Which is really important. Right now, more
Unbelievably important. Unbelievably important.
And they say there's money coming for it.
Yeah.
Which would be even nicer.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Let's go, Biden. What?
Fund it. He talked about it in the State of the Union. He specifically talked about school mental health. Made me really happy. But we haven't seen anything since. So.
Good morning, Japan, says SJ. SJ, thank you so much for stopping by. That's awesome. From the results and many other musical projects. SJ, I don't know if you caught that song, but I thought it was pretty good. SJ's another guitarist I would love to have on.
Oh, word.
Wouldn't it be sweet if we all got together, we did something?
Do a jam.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
You should come through the studio sometime and do an episode.
That would be kind of
Should
cool.
hang out. Go
Yeah.
remote.
And I should come over and record maybe like an entire album with you.
That's
or
true.
something.
Yep, big time.
I don't know, maybe.
Book time at Canadaway Records. If you're in
Guys.
Rochester or you need mixing remote, send me your tracks.
Ben's got the snare tones.
I got the snare drum.
He's got the snare tones. He's got all the good ones. They sound like that, actually.
It's the pinnacle of the...
Love from Seabreeze, Finders Keepers. Oh, my father's chipping in. Nice. Oh, thanks, guys. I love these late visitors and everything. We did some poetry earlier. We've been trying to read this poem live.
This poem will not be read.
This poem will not be read.
You're just gonna have to go find it in the city of Rochester.
Since these guys are new, you think we should get the poem done for these guys here?
Let's do it. Let's read it again.
All right. Listen, we've been trying to read this poem
It's behind you.
for like an hour here. Ben's gonna give it. Ben's gonna give it one more good read here.
Do we have a title for this poem?
Yeah, peanut butter
Closed.
space restaurant. I mean, I'm just gonna go with that if you don't mind. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. I just want to kind of set up the whole thing.
Sure.
And I don't know. I'm trying
Set
to
the
figure out how good. This is the poem we wrote together earlier. Okay.
Earlier, hours ago.
Give it one more good read here, Ben. Go ahead.
In space, peanut butter tastes lighter, perhaps. Gray or gray. Again, no jelly. UFO cramps. Gray stars, perhaps. No stars to see anymore. Not now. Not once I have left my own atmosphere, perhaps. Not now. Not now. How now? Brown cow, perhaps. Relapse again. Peanut butter in the gutter. But now I have my peanut butter at last, perhaps. At last. In space, no place to feel sad. Peanut butter restaurant is closed.
Oh man, I think that actually
Write your dissertation on that, people.
caught tape. Write a dissertation on that. We should also have a party like cook hot dogs and drink Jenny in the backyard with everybody, says Aaron. I think she wants that to be a show. There's one thing to consider, guys, is like these cameras don't,
They don't travel.
Yeah, they don't travel very well, but we could maybe get like 3 or 4 iPhones in here with some support, guys. Make sure you guys go over to the Patreon and you do all those other things. Aaron, SJ says, Aaron, I'm in. Here we go. Okay, so I have a show on Sunday, May 1st at 1 p.m. The new NFT launch party. Wizards will be launched Sunday. Okay, I had to do that. That's what I had to do. I think. What do you think we should do with the poem? Should we post it to Facebook and Instagram and those things?
Yeah.
I'm like thinking about like making an entire video. I don't even know.
Sure.
Like it would just be incredible, hilarious. Okay. We have one more segment. I'm gonna paint something on Ben's guitar. I'm gonna make him let me paint something on his guitar. On his really
You're gonna
expensive.
make me paint something.
No, I'm gonna paint something on his expensive guitar, and he has no say in the matter. I'm just gonna paint something. That's gonna be the next segment, guys. We'll be right back. Stick around. Thank you for being here. We're gonna talk about all your chat coming up. One more second. Bye.
It's funny. I want to see the scenes of me reading it without any sound. Just watch my facial expressions.
Come with the wizard on this journey now and get what you desire in life. He will show you how. Gather what you can invest, give it your best, and let the wizard take care of the rest.
Okay, we're going to. Oh, we're guys, we're back. No. We're back. We're back. Man, it'd be funny if like I painted it while you played the guitar.
Right. Yeah, so this guitar has a history. I bought this guitar in 2006, probably.
2006.
The very first thing I did was put just a black handprint on here of my own hand, which is now obscured. And then, sort of while I was in college, this used to be like a spiral that I painted that I turned into an eyeball. Somebody, I don't even know who, painted some color over the handprint at one point. There's like an image under there. There's like a peace sign on the hand, which is actually pretty cool. And then in a fit of pique one day, I sanded a bunch of that down, and I'd earlier like taken the pick art off and put this checkerboard, and I like added more of that. So yeah, it's been a minute since anything got painted on this guitar, and I'm really excited. A bunch of stickers on the back, including now Good Morning Artist. Hit us up for a Good Morning Artist
Good morning.
sticker.
I just need white, and then I'm ready to go.
He's ready to go. It's always a good feeling to sort of let this go into the hands of somebody else and see what it comes back as. None more black.
None more black. Is that another band name?
That's from Spinal Tap.
Oh.
Like, what's blacker than this? None. None more.
None more black.
Like the black one's falling.
Hey, show's coming up?
Show's coming up. Not really. Starting to get out with a band again. I've got a really good group with me right now that I'm really excited about. I've been playing drums in my band for the last few years, and I'm really excited to lock in a full-time drummer, or perhaps draft in some drummers that I might happen to know for shows here and there. Don't know who that could be, but I must know somebody. But no, I'm slowly coming out of hibernation. I'm really happy with this new record. I'm really happy with recording, but I do want to start playing out again for sure.
Just a little bit of
Water?
water from my vehicle. I'm not using beer for it.
From your vehicle?
No, as a vehicle.
Dustyn Payette's going out to his car. It's official. Who we got in the chat? Anybody going on right now? Rooftop Jam, Ferry Abbey Road. Yeah, we're gonna do some filming off location to cut into an episode. The peoples want it. Aaron wants it.
Alright, well,
There you
hand
go.
this baby over. Let's see here.
This is live, people.
How safe this could be.
You just have like a guitar stand up here?
But not like that.
Because the top of this easel folds down, right? And you could put a guitar stand on top of it?
Yeah.
It's just these windows, right? As I said, this is live, people.
Live.
You can stand up straight too. Sweet. Shed weight.
Shed weight. Okay. Alright. Ben, you have to talk so much.
I have to talk so much.
What am I gonna paint? I already know what I'm gonna paint.
Oh, do you want me to read some poems? I'm gonna read some poems. I'm gonna turn the music down if that's alright.
Next guy, you know.
I'm a mix guy.
Like I was even gonna be worried.
What is this thing? Some kind of mix thing?
Hey, what kind of mix thing is this?
What you mixing? This is cool. I think you'll dig this. I don't know if you've heard this. This is a little zine that I made a couple years ago. It's called A Place for the Art to be Practiced. Hit me up online at Crocbaker on all the usual stuff. I will absolutely send you one of these zines. The inside is a cool little poster of nothing, or you can use it to obscure things in the mail. If you put this inside, it'll block mail scanners. So do with that what you will. So this is a two-parter. It's called A Place for the Art to be Practiced. Indoors. Friends, there ought to be a place indoors, a place for the art to be practiced. It must be a place for silence and for music and for work. There must be materials at hand. Aphorisms should come easy there. It should be a place for counting. What is outside doesn't matter much. That is independent. It should be a place that you are willing to defend against the comings-on of mold and rot and too many screens. You ought not to be afraid to mark the walls and the floors and the sheets with your wild flailings of ink and sauce. Books should be plentiful there. It ought to be a place of solitude, but welcoming enough that if you meet someone, you can bring them there and fuck them and afterwards say nice things to each other. Pattern and color ought to vary and clash and sing together. There ought to be heirlooms. There should be room for stretching out and sitting down and sometimes twirling. You should miss it when you're gone. Much of it ought to be made with your own two hands. There should be ample time for reading in bed. You must be mindful of your neighbors. There ought to be plenty of food with freshness to spare. Every room must have a window. You ought to find new meaning there for art and your idols. It should feel like your own. Outdoors. My friends, there ought to be a place outdoors, a place for the art to be practiced. It should be a place where you can drink fresh air like wine. It should be a welcome sight in all seasons. Some things made of meat ought to pass through and leave footprints and hoofprints and paw prints to follow. You must sometimes go there to make torches and fill the night with strange fire. You ought to make your own maps and call the places by your own quiet names. There should be things which can only be found when you look for them alone. You ought to find one perfect spot to sit and fashion it a throne. You should bushwhack whenever possible. What is inside doesn't matter much. That is independent. There ought to be an overlook. You should miss it when you're gone. It ought to smell of pollen and river water and grass. The oldest things should be sought out and revered. You ought to make your own trails. It should feel larger than it is, no matter how large it is. You must be transformed, however slightly, by going there. Those things which tie you to the world at large ought not to be welcome there. The enjoyment of it must not be dictated by how much you know or what you can identify. There ought to be a field or a high place where there is nothing, hugely, gloriously nothing between you and the sun. It should feel like your own.
It should feel like Europe.
It should feel like Europe.
That's my alternate ending.
Perhaps not now. Ideally. That's another good one. This is a book I put out a long time ago called All New Land. Still in print, such as it is. Still being stapled together in my library. And I will send you one of these as well for the low price of sending me your mailing address. Dustyn, pick a number between 1 and 15.
13.
13. This poem's called Water. This is one I have not looked at in a very long time. This was published in 2013, so this is an old horse. Water. Almost every winter I walked on water, cautiously at first, following the hoofprints of my ancestors, more hoofprints, to where it was thick enough full enough of lattice and long nights. Down from there to where past the trucks of my forebears, or up to the walls covered in ivy and the sad, strange countrymen of my strange graffiti of my countrymen. I'm thinking about water, much longer than it is wide, much shallower than its tall banks, narrow, mostly long and shallow where I lived. I miss it mornings when I'm cold. It's a fragile stage, this waking up before the sun, this blindness in the dark, feeling for familiar corners. The old ice is freezing again. My shoulders feel a ridgeline, my spine a waterfall, my lungs alive with the slow and steady movement. I know that we must not be so hasty as to talk down love with logic. There must always be a moving towards the summit, a thing to walk on and a thing to walk back by, a goal, a way, and a thing to walk back by, passing, ever passing through, like the shadow of a cloud, like a planet around a star. And there you go. You got stars.
You got stars. You got Mars. You got
Bars.
bars all day. I wish I had bars all day.
Same.
I'm like the worst rapper of all time.
The water referenced in that poem is the creek that I grew up on as a kid, which was the Canada Way Creek, which is the namesake for Canada Way Records.
Oh, see, that's what it is, guys.
The more you know.
The more you know.
I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but this is looking amazing.
Da, da.
I'll read a brand new poem. I have a new collection coming out soon, much like many states. It's been coming out soon for a very long time. But the collection is called Quietly, and it's a collaboration with my mom, who's a collage artist. Follow her on Instagram, Sarah Baker Mahalik Artist. She has done, I should have brought some actually to show you. She's done collage panels for each page of this collection.
Wow.
And they're amazing. I am so excited to show these to people.
That's really cool.
But somewhere on my phone, I had it open earlier, I've got the text of them, and I'll hit you with one. So this collection has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 poems in it. So pick 1 through 5.
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This poem is called From a Room Overlooking Some Graves. This is one of 2 poems in the collection that is inspired by riding the number 1 bus up north when I lived in Charlotte, before they changed all the bus route numbers. Right. So this is as you're going up Lake Avenue, you pass the huge cemetery there on both sides, and right next to it is an old folks home. And I'm like, who the fuck has the windows on the side of this building that overlooks the cemetery when they're in like assisted living? It was like so horrifying to me when I made that connection. But this poem's called From a Room Overlooking Some Graves. One of them is down there now on the ground, the one who taught me that a writing is a living thing, the one who has gone from me now in some different ways. I do think fondly on my first collaborators, wherever they may be, the ones who played with me and sang with me and ran with me in some different ways. One of them is down there now on the ground, just there. I remember that every time we went out, we came back changed. I remember that you write life, that you think life, that you breathe life, same as folding up a shirt, and yet, of course there are things that have failed you in some different ways. The sounds you made and heard, the protection of yourself, the thought you had and the breath you had and the things you didn't have and the things you couldn't change and your hands still stinking from when you cut your own hair, all that lanolin.
Alright.
Woo! Golf clap.
Woo! Okay, guys. You guys ready to see this amazing
That's super
thing?
cool. I love it.
Alright. Get Ben a little more art on his guitar here. Now, he had a little bit of art on here already, which was awesome. I feel like I just added to this, like, historic thing here. Maybe I can get in on this camera here. shot of this guy here.
Nice.
Okay, I got a UFO thing here going. Dude, it's really hard with this light here. I feel like it's not helping.
Positioning.
I'm gonna get you in the head. Yeah, it's kind of hard to position here.
We got a great UFO scene.
I got a little planet down here too, a little pink planet.
Little planetary action.
You know, I just like the colors that I was using. So,
We're obsessed.
like really, just wanted to get all the colors in there, basically. All right, let that dry for a minute, but you know,
I really appreciate it.
Won't take long. Oh damn, that was fast, and it was fast. Thank you, Zeus, appreciate that. Those are great poems, by the way. Says SJ. Thank you guys. This is awesome.
SJ, hit me up. I'll send you more.
Yeah, I love it. What do you guys think? Ben was awesome here. Intergalactic Planetary. Looks neato. Nice. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. Everybody give yourself a round of applause. That was awesome. The poems are great. We're going to take our main poem. We're going to post it some way. So look for it out there, guys.
It's coming.
And I think we should just give it to the world, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to
100%.
copyright it. I just want to give it to the world, right?
This is free to use.
And you guys can do whatever you guys want with that poem once we release it. Peanut Butter Space Restaurant was the name of it. Pretty.
It's a modern classic.
I mean,
It's already being cited in academic work.
when you say perhaps at last, and
I
then
mean, what do you mean?
But then knowing that the prospect of the future is that the restaurant is closed.
It's heartbreaking.
It's like
it's
when
it's melancholy.
It's like the more you read it too, like the more you really get to understand the depths of despair, really, and the hunger, you know. And it's sad too because like even when we're at our happiest, you know, sometimes we're not. What do you guys think? Was that all?
Right now, I'm at my happiest, hanging out with Dustyn Payette, Good Morning Artist, Rochester, New York.
All right, Ben. We're out of here, guys. It's been awesome. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys go to all the pages and everything and do all that stuff. And I'm going to be here Sunday for the launch of Wizards, guys. Don't forget Sunday at 1. The launch of Wizards will be there. Ben's going to be in the chat, I think.
Yeah.
You can come over too, actually, if you want. You can. In that section of Lake Avenue with those cemeteries, I saw the creepiest guy.
Unsurprising.
Actually, you gotta save that story. Save that for when you know, we have you on.
When the time is right.
All right, thanks, guys. We
Peace.
appreciate you guys. Everybody, awesome.
Come with the wizard on this journey now and get what you desire in life. He will show you how. Gather what you can invest. Give it your best.